I made it to book 15 of the Odyssey, meaning Odysseus is home. He made it back to Ithaca after telling his massive story to the Phaeacians, where all the stuff with like Calypso and Scylla and the Sirens is all sort of passed over in a pretty brief way that I don't quite remember, where basically he's told about these things and what he has to do to overcome them, and then he's like, okay, I'll do that. And then he does it, and then he overcomes them. So it's not quite told in the way that I remember, but despite that, I still definitely enjoyed those parts. I thought they were pretty cool, and I'm quite curious to see how they'll be dramatized in the movie that's coming out next year. I'll probably do a short video to talk about my feelings on that. But anyway, then he arrives home in Ithaca and he's in disguise. There's this recurring motif that I've noticed in the Iliad, but which is cropping up even more here, of powerful people, especially gods, appearing in disguise as some other form, and then hoping that the people around them still treat them kindly and with respect and all that, as like these little moral tests that they're like, okay, now that I'm disguised and you're not obligated to treat me with deference, I wonder how you're going to treat me if I appear as a beggar, for instance. But we're told that he's doing that mostly because he doesn't want people to know that he's in Ithaca yet, because word will get out to the suitors who are trying to all fuck his wife, and then they will lay in wait for him and kill him, which seems weird to me because Odysseus is like one of the strongest warriors alive at this time, but in any case, so there is some story justification for this, but it's also playing into that old motif that I just explained. So I find it kind of interesting, and Athena, while she's guiding him, is also like, oh yeah, speaking of lying in wait to kill you, that's what the suitors are about to do to your son, so let me go run off to him. So she's gonna run off and sort of get the whole gang together, and then they're going to enact their vengeance on all the suitors. So I'm quite excited for that. It is playing out in a way that's pretty different from what I remember in some cases. Like for some reason, I remember it cutting back to Odysseus's wife and almost like this comedy routine where she's kind of like insulting them as they're like eating her out of house and home. Maybe that's going to happen just a little bit later from now. We'll see. But in any case, I'm enjoying it. I'm curious to see how it plays out and how similar or different it is from what I remember from when I read it 6 years ago. But yeah, follow along as I continue to update you.